Oh my God, I'm really excited this time because I am going to take you to a deep, dark world of the dark chocolate. I am so in love with dark chocolate because it's one of my favorites. And this episode for me is really exciting. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit about dark chocolate, and I'm going to show you how to make very healthy dark chocolate puddings, which are in little pots. Totally really dainty and beautiful. What we have to think about first is about the dark chocolate. Now, what is dark chocolate? Dark chocolate is chocolate which has over 60 or more percentage of cocoa in it. So usually when you see a bar of chocolate and it has it says cocoa is more than 60% or 60%, that means it's dark chocolate. Now, what are the good effects of dark chocolate? Dark chocolate is really good for you because it contains cocoa, it seems. It contains an antioxidant called theobromine. Theobromine is really good for you because it's good for lowering your cholesterol levels. Also, it brings down your blood pressure. Dark chocolate is known to have serotonin, which is a chemical which really enhances your mood. So that is the beauty of dark chocolate. So like I said before, you have to make sure your bar contains 60 or more percentage of cocoa, and it will be written on the bar of chocolate. Now, nowadays in India or in Kerala, we get dark chocolate which is around 44%, which contains 44% of cocoa. You get imported chocolate, which is dark chocolate, and it's around 70%, 80%, 90%, which is a bit hard to eat because it's a bit too bitter. It's also called bittersweet chocolate. But if you get or you're acquainted with the taste, then you'll really like it. One of my favorites is the dark chocolates, and what I'm going to show you today is these small beautiful chocolate puddings which contain dark chocolate, and it contains also very healthy things. So in effect, I'm creating, or I'm going to show you how to make very healthy chocolate pots that are good for you, good for your loved ones, and you're going to enjoy having it. So for my healthy, very dark chocolate pots, what we have to do is, first of all, we have to melt 200 grams of dark chocolate. Now, I've got some dark chocolate here. Oh, I can't resist it. 200 grams, and we have to melt it. Now, we have to be very careful when you melt dark chocolate because chocolate seizes very quickly. So do it in the double boil method, which is what I'm doing right now. And if you don't have, or if you're not used to the double boiling method and you don't have the patience, then I suggest you do it in the microwave, okay? Now, I'm doing it in the double boiling method. That is, I've got some water here, and with the steam, this is going to melt, okay? So this needs a bit of time. Okay, and by that time, what I have to do here is I've got these little pots. Now, these pots, or well, these ramekins, whatever you want to call them, are actually oven proof. Okay, because they're oven proof, they can be put in the oven, obviously. So what I do is I have to butter it a bit. Okay, not too much, grease it. Now, if you're very conscious, you can use sunflower oil. So just butter it, okay, just a bit, just to aid it along, okay. Okay. Meanwhile, always keep an eye on the chocolate, okay. Now, this chocolate out here is, like I said, I got it from here, so it's around 44% of cocoa. It contains 44% of cocoa. If you get even dark chocolate, which contains 60% or more, oh, all the better. So here I've just greased these ramekins, and with this I'm going to put around 10 grams of unsalted butter just to aid it along. If you do not want to use butter, don't. Okay? And all I have to do is just aid it along. It's really, really melting. It's like a gorgeous dark pool of chocolate. Really mesmeric. Really good. Okay, now in this pool of dark chocolate, okay, 200 grams of dark chocolate, and if you want 10 grams of unsalted butter, I'm going to add 100 grams of cashew cream. Okay, what is cashew cream? Just cashew nuts soaked in a little bit of milk. Okay, I'll just off this for a moment, and ground to paste. Okay, now you can use cashew nut, or you can also use almonds. Both you can use, and both are really good for you. Almonds are even better because it's got a whole lot of antioxidants and very, very good for you. So all you have to do is 100 grams of either cashew nuts or almonds. Okay, if you're using almonds, what you have to do is blanch it. Blanch it well, and then take out the skin, and again soak it in a little bit of water and grind it to paste. Here I've got around 100 grams of cashews, which was soaked in water. Now you can soak it in milk. Those of you who cannot have milk, do it with water, and just mix it up into a gorgeous cashew paste. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this off. Finished. Now, so this 100 grams of cashew paste, what I have to do is carefully incorporate it in this dark pool of chocolate. Okay, and carefully. Now, see, instead of cashew cream, you can use butter. But this is the healthier way. That's why I have used cashew cream. Okay, cashew cream is cashew, 100 grams of cashew, with a little bit soaked in a little bit of water, and then ground to paste. 100 grams of cashews. You can use cashews or almonds. Okay. Don't use peanuts, for God's sake. Won't taste good. At least I think so. And just mix the whole thing up. Okay, it's always good to have a spatula like this. Spatula like this, so that you can mix the whole thing together. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sort of chocolate ganache. Chocolate ganache is nothing but this dark chocolate or whatever chocolate you're using, and a little bit of cream. Okay. Now here I'm going to do a healthy ganache, chocolate ganache, that is chocolate and cashew cream. Okay. Cashew cream has absolutely no saturated fat like usual cream, which has a lot of saturated fat. Okay, so let this mix together and really, really form into this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous mixture. Gorgeous. Now, next thing what we have to do is take another pot, okay, and break 3 eggs in it. Okay, let me just clear all this. 3 eggs. Okay. Okay, by that time, be very, very careful to keep an eye on this, okay? Okay, Just keep that there. Let that be there. Now, what we have to do is 3 eggs. Into 3 eggs, what we have to do is add 100 grams of sugar. Now, we just need 100 grams of sugar. Now, the more cocoa there is in the bar of chocolate, the less sugar it will be there in the bar of chocolate. So what you have to do in effect is, when you actually work with very, very dark chocolate, that is around 60, 70, 80, whatever, then you have to put more sugar to compensate for the sweetness. Okay, now this is just 44%, so 100 grams is enough. Again, 100 grams of white sugar, okay, and with a whisk, if I can find one, just beat it. Just beat it to remove that eggy smell. A little bit of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon, more than enough. Okay, and just beat it. With that, you have to add 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. No baking powder, no soda, nothing like that. Just 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon, not too much. Otherwise, it will become cakey-like. Okay. Again, just mix. So, in fact, we've got this yellow ointment sort of thing. Okay. Fine. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. Now, what we have to do is, remember our chocolate, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous chocolate mixture, okay, or our chocolate ganache, okay, healthy chocolate ganache. What we have to do is, we have to amalgamate both these mixtures together. That is, the egg sugar mixture into the dark chocolate or the dark chocolate ganache mixture. Okay, so what we have to do is put this river of chocolate ganache into the eggs and the sugar. Okay, it smells lovely. It really smells lovely, and if the camera wasn't looking, I would have really licked up the whole thing, seriously. Okay, can't resist it. Okay, and then what I have to do is just mix the whole thing together. Okay, the chocolate ganache and the egg sugar mixture. Okay, so we get this gorgeous pudding mixture. Great, isn't it? See how beautiful and gorgeous it is? I can eat it just like this. Don't need to cook it. Now, another thing is, probably you wouldn't find it very sweet, okay? Because I'm the person who doesn't like it to be too sweet. It should be sweet, but not, it shouldn't really shock your taste buds. So just check in this stage. Just check whether it's sweet enough for you. If you don't find it as sweet as you want it, you can add a bit more sugar. Okay? So now what I have to do is I have to wash my hands because it's full of dark chocolate. Now my chocolate mixture, that is my chocolate pudding mixture is ready. Really good. Now what we have to do is put it into small pots and bake them. Now I have preheated my oven for 10 minutes, 200 degrees. I have greased, remember I greased my pots before. Okay, I'll just put it out here. And what I do is just pour it in. Very simple, so simple and healthy and tasty. Okay. What we have to do is carefully, very carefully, yes, Now these pots are filled. All we have to do is bake it. Okay. So come along with me. And we put these gorgeous darlings in the oven carefully. And I will see you after 13 to 15 minutes. By the time it will be done. It's been 15 minutes now. My pudding must be done now. Now, how we know it's done is on top of the pudding pots, okay, there would be cracks, small cracks, and in the middle it will jiggle a little bit. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Come on with me. Be very careful when you take this. Yes. So you can notice the cracks here. And it's a bit jiggly in the center, okay? It's supposed to be like that. So now I'm going to transfer these pots, okay? Now these are very, very hot, okay? So I have to be very careful. Let's burn my hands. Okay. Now you may notice there are cracks. This is the sign that it is done. Okay, there would be cracks on top. Okay, and inside it would be so invitingly gooey. Absolutely gorgeous. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to dive in one of my pots. Okay, let me just take it. So hot. Okay, now you can notice the cracks. It's supposed to be cracked and crispy on the top, okay, and really jiggly and liquidy inside, okay. So, oh, just look at it. That's how it's supposed to be. So, I'm just going to dive in. Sorry.